Hello, we are in A Course in Miracles workbook for students, part 1 of the workbook, lesson 47. God is the strength in which I trust. God is the strength in which I trust. Let me get my grip here, I apologize. If you are trusting your own strength, you have every reason to be apprehensive, anxious, and fearful. What can you predict or control? What is there in you that can be counted on? What would give you the ability to be aware of all the facets of any problem and to resolve it in such a way that only good can come of it? What is there about you that gives you the recognition of the right solution and the guarantee that it will be accomplished? Of yourself, you can do none of these things. To believe that you can is to put your trust where your trust is unwarranted and to justify fear, anxiety, depression, anger, and sorrow. Who can put his faith in weakness and feel safe? Yet who can put his faith in strength and feel weak? God is your safety in every circumstance. His voice speaks for him in all situations and in every aspect of all situations, telling you exactly what to do to call upon his strength and his protection. There are no exceptions because God makes no exceptions, and the voice which speaks for him thinks as he does. Today we will try to reach past your own weakness to the source of real strength. 4 5-minute practice periods are necessary today, and longer and more frequent ones are urged. Close your eyes and begin as usual by repeating today's idea. Then spend a minute or two in searching for situations in your life which you have invested with fear, dismissing each one by its telling yourself, God is the strength in which I trust. Now try to slip past all concerns related to your own sense of inadequacy. It is obvious that any situation which causes you associated with feelings of inadequacy, since otherwise you would believe that you could deal with the situation successfully. It is not by trusting yourself that you will gain confidence, but the strength of God in you is successful in all things. Recognition of your own frailty is a necessary step in the correction of your errors, but it could hardly be a sufficient one in giving you the confidence which you need and to which you are entitled. You must also gain an awareness that confidence in your real strength is fully justified in every respect and in all circumstances. In the latter phase of the practice period, try to reach down into your mind to a place of real safety. You will recognize that you have reached it if you feel a deep peace, however briefly. Let go all the trivial things that churn and bubble on the surface of your mind and reach down and below them to the kingdom of heaven. There is a place in you where there is perfect peace. There is a place in you where nothing is impossible. There is a place in you where the strength of God abides. Repeat the idea for today often. Use it as your answer to any disturbance. Remember that peace is your right because you are giving your trust to the strength of God. I wanted to read the footnotes, and in the latter phase of the practice period, try to reach down into your mind to a place of real safety. And then there's 63 there. And 63 is at the bottom. This is another meditation exercise. See Lesson 41 for more detailed instructions. And this is also where I suggested to go on YouTube and search for Gary Renard's 5-minute meditation. It's beautiful. He guides you into it. It's a silent meditation. And I always get a little spooked out of it, but I'm prepared for it usually. But the first couple times I listened to it, I think I jumped when he started speaking again. Anyhow, so please check that meditation out. It's been very helpful to me over the years. And so, of yourself, you can do none of these things, 62. And none of these things is the first paragraph. If you are trusting your own strength, you have every reason to be apprehensive, anxious, and fearful. What can you predict or control? What is there in you that can be counted on? What will give you the ability to be aware of all the facets of any problem and to resolve it in such a way that only good can come of it? See, we think we want this, if this happened, it would be good. You know, if this happened, if this outcome happened, it would be good. But we don't know that because we don't know all facets. And everything is for the good of all, whether we can see it or not. And more often than not, we can't see it. Anyway, so I'm down at the bottom of the page, 62. It's from the Bible, John 8:28 in the King James Version. I do nothing of myself, but as my Father hath taught me, I speak these things. And I love this about this edition of A Course in Miracles, which is new, A Course in Miracles, based on the original handwritten notes of Helen Sheckman, complete in annotated edition by the Circle of Atonement. So I'm excited because I've been getting into this book and it's the new edition. So thank you for joining with me. I love you. A Course in Miracles, Lesson 47. God is the strength in which I trust. I thank you, God, and I thank you for joining with me. I love you.